EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, where the spirit of the late Sam Mills lives on with the pounding of the drum as we're ready for football at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Carolina Panthers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen in the booth. Riley Patterson on the field gets this thing going. And off we go from Charlotte. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Young. This one taken in by Renfro. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the gun here on 3rd down. In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. Malik Washington deep for Miami. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Miami offense set to go, led by 27-year-old Tua Tagovailoa. Great hard to believe, 6th season as the Dolphins quarterback.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
Here's Tua to open with a throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A first carry here for Devon Achane. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Now a screen set up for Achane. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Flushed to his left.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, here's Tua. The throw on the run is complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's a loss of a yard.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa to the left side in the hands of Hill. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
So on 4th down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Trevor Etienne is back deep for Carolina. The Panthers offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Little play action with Young. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
He told
10.
us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball at its highest point, but come down with the pick.
Check this down. That's Hubbard out of the backfield. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
To throw is Young. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. And they'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Dolphins offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. Flush to his right. Now he'll run it.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
At the 41-yard line.
2nd and inches. Man in motion here is Washington. Look wide. Get this one complete. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
Gain of 4 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Off play action, it's Tua. This one pulled in by Westbrook-Ikhine. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
14.
They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Miami.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
In motion, Westbrook-Ikhine. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And he's in. Malik Washington. Touchdown, Miami.
Washington. Touchdown, Miami.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins 7, Panthers nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Woo! A good return as he takes it across the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. On play action, Young. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Panthers football to begin this second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's taken it. It's Xavier Legette. And he's in! Xavier Legette. Touchdown, Panthers. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. His kick is good. Panthers will level things out at 7 apiece.
Ryan Fitzgerald
We're all
to
tied,
kick off
7
for
apiece,
Carolina.
and the kick's away. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That's complete. It's Jaylen Waddle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
And the Dolphins first down.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
Tua, give it to Achane. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. From his interior spot, that's Derek Brown on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Achane. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Patrick Jones is there for the stop.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Tua. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Here's Jake Bailey now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense and Xavier Legette headed back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. He's going to be marked down up around the 33. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he'll get about 5.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Hubbard. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
From the gun, it's Young. He'll try and get there on the ground. A great job with knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Taken down.
This is the job of any linebacker, Mike, having the ability to go downhill fast, hit an open gap, and make a play in the backfield. But I think we can actually consider this going above and beyond because he was able to make that stop so far behind the line of scrimmage.
His tight end Tremble over the middle. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It's a gain of 11.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw.
Great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Dolphins offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. Man in motion here is Washington. On the ground, here is H.N. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle. Second down, 8 yards to go. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be out of bounds awfully close to that 1st down marker, but they're going to mark him just short. So So third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
We'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And I don't know. I'm not sure he got there. I think they're going to mark him short. And now it is 4th down.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Young. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
At the 26-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Dolphins offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Michael Jackson in for the stop.
He's brought down at the 31. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And down he goes.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll bring Waller in motion here. 3rd and long. Here's Tua. This one complete to Washington. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
That one out wide to Achane. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Man in motion here is Washington. They'll get this out wide. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
In motion, Westbrook-Akine. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Off the bootleg, here's Tua. On the move left. Good blocking, and he's in. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the 2nd half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this 2nd half started.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Panthers 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne, and he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense trotting back out with their first involvement of this 2nd half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. going to run right over center with Hubbard. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And he lost the football. And the Dolphins come up with the turnover. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
After that fumble recovery, a big opportunity here. 1st and goal. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he will score! Nick Westbrook-Akine. Touchdown, Miami. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
On comes Patterson for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Dolphins will take a 21-7 lead.
Panthers 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Uh-oh. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Panthers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Here's Hubbard. And he'll get forward for about a yard. It was Tyrell Dodson that time on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Young. He's going to tuck it and go. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, and picks up the 1st down.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 9. Now Young first down inside the 45.
12 yards.
A pickup of 12 yards. It's a Carolina first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard
Whatever they've
line.
talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of.
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. Zach Sealer. He gets in to drop it. It's a loss of 8.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Young. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Dolphins offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Back to throw is Tua. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. This one down the field, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Nick Westbrook-Akine there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Panthers offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here beginning with 1st and 10. Here's the pistol snap to Young. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Hunter Renfrow was the intended target that time, and it'll be 2nd down. Renfrow brought in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
12 yards.
It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's Young. That's right side, taken in by Trumbull. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
They try to run for it with Hubbard. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Tremble comes in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll air this one out for Renfrow. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. The Dolphins offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Play action, it's Tagovailoa. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And he will go all the way. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Patterson now to add the extra point. The kick is good, and the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Panthers offense ready to take over possession of the football. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Out of the shotgun, Young. He takes off. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 6.
Zach Sealer getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
A second down throw for Young. Going to set up the screen here to Hubbard. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 9. Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, it's Young. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Young. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. Tua going to hold on to this. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
They'll run this one straight ahead with A-check. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A loss of 2 yards.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. They put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw, Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Young. Open man, that's Renfro. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
That's good.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Young. Looking left side is tight end Tremble. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. The Panthers will take their 1st timeout, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down is Young. This one taken in by Renfro. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
To throw, Young. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
The Dolphins offense ready for this next possession. And this one really all over but the shouting. 1 timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, We say so long, everyone.